The Steiner approach is another approach that Sunshine Day Nursery incorporates. So let's talk about the Steiner approach. The Steiner approach focuses on experiential learning, making, doing, creating and producing, with learning based on what is relevant and appropriate to the student's stage of development. The Steiner-Waldorf early childhood approach takes as given the interdependence of physical, emotional, social, spiritual and cognitive development. It takes account of the whole child, including his/her soul qualities, and believes that children's learning flourishes in a calm, peaceful, predictable, familiar and unhurried environment that recognizes the child's sensory sensitivities. Young children need to experience the relevance of their world before they separate themselves from it and begin to analyze it in a detached way. Learning gains meaning by its relevance to life and should not be separated from the business of daily living. The learning experience of children under the age of 7 therefore is integrated and not subject-based. Mathematics and use of mathematical language, for example, might take place at the cooking table, where food is prepared. Thinly sliced carrots make wonderful natural circles and have the added virtue of being able to be eaten later in soup, and concepts such as addition and subtraction, or more or less weight, measure, quantity and shape are grasped in a practical manner as part of daily life. Children are able to tell a story by reading the pictures in a book, which develops verbal skills, frees the narrative from the printed text and encourages children to use their own words. Many children also act out or perform puppet shows and develop dramatic skills through working with narrative and dialogue in an artistic way. The conversations around the meal table give the children the opportunity to become familiar with listening and speaking, rhyming and riddles. Painting and drawing help with balance and symmetry, and craft activities also develop fine motor skills. The integration of these activities cultivates a love of language, develops speech and allows children time to become really familiar with the spoken word, the best preparation and foundation for the subsequent development of more formal literacy and numeracy. The development of social skills and awareness of others are preconditions to formal learning, and prepare children for the behavior that is required once children are in the classroom situation. Imitation is one of the most effective and natural means of learning at this age, and practitioners perform their tasks consciously and carefully, aware that they may be models worthy of imitation. Steiner-Waldorf early childhood settings kindergartens enable children to be in mixed-age family groupings, usually aged between 3 and 6+ years. The children are encouraged to share, to work together, to care for each other and to respect the needs of others. The behavior of children is molded by what surrounds them. Kindness is practiced by practitioners and encouraged in the children, and they learn to trust the adults around them. Traditional fairy tales and nature stories address the feeling realm and gradually awaken a fine moral sense for knowing right from wrong. The practitioner practices tolerance and patience and in cases of challenging behavior, addresses the behavior, not the child. The practitioner, key worker, and other helpers work as a team, providing a family environment away from home. Strong connections are made and maintained with the child's family carers, and a bridge is built between home and school.